G'day ice cream lovers, my name's Steve Christensen, here with my good friend Alberto. How are you, mate?
Great.
When we come over and film in Italy, all of the chefs are all Italian, good looking, makes me look like a chump.
No, it's Italy, it's Italy.
It's Italy. Hey, we're here at the Pregel booth. Now, Pregel, again, traditionally known for gelato and so forth, they've really done a great job this year introducing some new lines to capture basically every meal of the day. Dessert wasn't enough. They've got a line over here that is pastry and pizzas for the morning. They've got all sorts of things here for dessert. We did want to talk to Alberto today about soft serve and how soft serve is becoming much more of a popular product, not only in the US, but throughout Italy, right?
Yeah, all over. We sell in Europe, we sell in US. It's a new trend, and we try to follow also the trend of the market. So the zero line without sugar, our best seller like frozen yogurt, some new flavor from this year, and we follow the trend, and we try to make an innovation with our R&D department.
Well, let's have a look. These are the zero line.
Exactly.
Right? So zero sugar.
We have a good line of zero sugar. In this case, we present watermelon and pink grapefruit. We have also lemon. We have passion fruit. So we try to follow the trend of without sugar,
right.
So a light product. Then we have our line called the Pronto Fruit. It's a ready product, so you add just the water to the product. We have like 50% of real fruit inside the can. In this case, our bestseller mango, and the novelties from this year, this acai and berries.
So let's get some acai and berries out. Is it ready to go? Can we get some in a cup?
We can try.
Interestingly, so it's fruit, but in a soft serve machine where the valve is very small, comes through okay still?
We use the real fruit, but without pieces. So it's a smooth product. You mix just with water, and it's perfect in a soft serve machine. This is a new trend, so it's a new fruit for us in Europe. It's a Brazilian product. We mixed with some berries because the taste of the acai, the original one, it's really particular. So for European market, can be too strong, too difficult to understand.
Sure.
So we mix with some blackberries or any berries to have a more easy to eat for us.
This is the amazing thing with these product lines. You could never really do a whole bunch of fruit in a soft serve machine because the valves are so small. So the fact that this is acai in a cup is incredible. Look at that. This is perfection. You need to hold this one now.
Yeah.
All of this fruit, by the way, Chef Alberto with his beautiful presentation. Even soft serve he makes fabulous.
Yeah, everything.
This is just a bag of product and
no,
water.
it's a can. It's a can of
in a
metal.
can?
So you don't have to store in a freezer or in a fridge. So in normal temperature, but in a can there is 50% of real fruit, and then the other ingredients to reach the quality.
Unbelievable. As we go down the line here, frozen yogurt's always been pretty popular, right?
Yeah. Frozen yogi, our product is called frozen yogi, is a bag. So you mix with milk or milk and yogurt, and you obtain the original yogurt from Pregel.
Right.
We are quite famous for our taste of yogurt, and so we are very popular for the yogurt shop.
Well, the last thing I wanted to touch on was, you know, we have a lot of people in the ice cream industry, whether it be with soft serve or whether in the scooped process, feel as though they must do lots and lots of flavors. But the amazing thing about this area here is that you have got so many toppings that perhaps some ice cream shops don't need 18, 20, 30. Maybe they have a smaller selection and then utilize some of these toppings for maybe mix-in or toppings as well, no?
Yeah, exactly. The idea is to mix, for example, a base product like frozen yogurts, and then you can mix with a lot of toppings.
Right.
In our case, we call it arabeschi. Is our commercial name for topping. It's not the right word because it's not just topping. It's not just a decoration, but it's a real part of the flavor. Our arabeschi contain pieces. So contain pieces of fruit, pieces of crunchy, of hazelnut, and whatever. So it's very good to have the crunchy inside your dessert.
Right.
So you mix with frozen yogurt, with milk, or with fruit also.
Let's go down here because the crunchies. So crunchies have been a little newer, right? They're not.
Yes. Then you have our dry lines. We call it crumble.
Yeah.
So it's a crumble, ready to use. So inside the container, you have directly this product.
Keeps the crunch, but it keeps the
Exactly.
flavor as well.
So the idea is to maintain the crunchiness also in the gelato. So you can use to decorate and to mix with the artisanal gelato, for example, and stay with the crunchy for 3 days. So we can add the crunchiness to our dessert.
It does three things: flavor,
And
color,
Exactly.
and crunchy. The penguin's been walking around, right?
Exactly.
Is that you in the penguin suit or no?
Sometimes.
So we got the crunchies, then we go to the fruit. What's new this year in the fruit?
In this year we have apricot. That
Ah.
is,
Who's working on these formulations? There must be like geniuses in the kitchens in
we have
Pregel.
a very good R&D department. There is almost 15 person, the chemical and technologists, and they develop all the new product. We follow the trend, but also we invent. We try to propose some novelty.
Right.
The gelato is every year different, so we can manage problems in terms of health, like gluten, like lactose, but
Right.
also the new trend, some new fruit or some new flavor that we look for everywhere. So we have flavor from South America, we have
Right.
flavor from East Europe, also because the market is growing
In
everywhere.
those areas.
So
right.
every country has some typical taste, some typical need.
Down the end here we have our nut products, mostly nut. You would think that there are only so many nuts, but there are so many down here so far as different pistachios.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that apricot's very rich. Are there any new lines of nut blends this year? Or
We have some new arabeschi almond. So it's an
Right.
almond without small slices of almond. Like in this case, it's called the mandorla crystal. And then we have different, for example, pistachio, more crunchy, less crunchy. With the real fruit, we have, for example, our best seller is pistachio crystal. So it's with real in all pistachio, crystallized, so very crunchy. White chocolates and hazelnut. So with the same flavor, you can really develop the different pieces.
Right.
So sometimes it can be wafers, can be whole pistachio, can be grains. Every country and every customer wants something different.
Can I tell you that there is pistachio, and then there is pre-gel pistachio. When you take the lid off that can, it's like angels are singing in heaven. The smell and the texture is just absolutely incredible.
It's a very strong trend. So pistachio is everything. Is every time more requested.
Right.
So also in new market, they try to they start to understand the flavor and to appreciate the flavor
Right.
of pistachio.
Every time we say gelato in the US market, you can just substitute gelato for soft serve, you can substitute gelato for premium. So all of these different products, more and more people are looking at Italian flavor profiles to actually complement their 14%, 16% ice cream. What I took away from this display here is that you don't need a full 24, 36 flavors. You can have a less amount of flavors and yet accent them and top them, blend them with these different toppings, variegates. It's absolutely incredible.
For me, the best part of making gelato is not make every day the same flavor. So the fantasy, the imagination of the gelato chef is very important to mix different ingredients to create a new flavor, a new trend, flavor of the day, flavor of the week. So the customer come to your shop to see what you
Yes.
develop.
Absolutely. Alberto, an absolute pleasure. I think sometimes we need to get Alberto over to America and have him train the Americans on how to make some beautiful gelatos and ice creams. For all of the details on the Pregel products, on all of the different things that are happening at the show, again, we'll put a link in the show notes. Incredible. I think I want to spend the next half an hour here just dipping a spoon into all of this stuff. Anyway, thank you, Alberto. Thank you, everybody here from Pregel. We've got about 70 people, press. I think the Italian president is back there. Ciao, ciao. Anyway, keep on scooping, folks. We'll see you in the next video.